This newscast is brought to you by Mare's J&T, handcrafted jewelry and trinkets by Meredith, who will be opening her Shopify store on August 25th. For details, go to Mare's J&T, that's MERESJANDT, on Instagram to see some of the items that she has for sale. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are following at this hour. A Texas Democrat spent the night last night in the legislature protesting police shadowing in redistricting battle. Republicans are hoping to prevent more quorum delays as they redraw the U.S. House maps to give Trump 5 more seats, so they've required Democratic legislators to agree to around-the-clock surveillance before they leave the floor. Representative Nicole Collier of Fort Worth said she spent the night in the chamber rather than sign away her dignity and allow Republicans to control my movements and monitor me. I know these maps will harm my constituents, her statement said. I won't just go along quietly with their intimidation or their discrimination. The Department of Public Safety didn't immediately respond Tuesday to a message seeking comment. The Democrats' return to Texas puts the Republican-run legislature in position to satisfy Trump's demands. And if they do, California Democrats are preparing to retaliate by asking voters to approve their own new congressional boundaries. Meanwhile, Trump is trying to avoid a congressional check on his power. Both Trump and the Democrats are looking ahead to 2026, knowing that the next midterm elections often go against the president's party, as they did during Trump's first term in 2018. Republicans currently have a 7-seat majority in the 435-member House. State legislatures draw the lines after each U.S. census in most states, including Texas, and only a few dozen House districts are competitive. In Texas, Republicans hold 25 of 38 seats, and they're trying to increase that to 30. In California, Democrats have 43 of the 52 seats, and they're trying to boost that to 48 to wipe out the advantage the GOP would gain from redrawing lines in Texas. Pediatricians are saying we need to make the right choices for children. The AAP, the American Academy of Pediatrics, is strongly recommending COVID-19 shots for children ages 6 months to 2 years. This age group is at high risks for severe illness from COVID-19, and it's important that recommendations continue to emphasize the need for them to get vaccinated, said Dr. James Campbell, Vice Chair of the American Academy of Pediatrics Infectious Diseases Committee. Shots also are advised for older children if parents want their kids vaccinated and are recommended for older children whose chronic lung diseases or other conditions put them at higher risk for severe disease, the AAP said. It is going to be somewhat confusing, but our opinion is we need to make the right choices for children to protect them, Campbell said. In a statement, Department of Health and Human Services spokesperson Andrew Nixon said the AAP is undermining national immunization policymaking with baseless political attacks. Meanwhile, the Air Force's top uniformed officer will depart. The Air Force's top uniformed officer is set to retire early in the most recent shakeup of military leadership during Trump's second term. An Air Force announcement on Monday said General David Alvin will continue as the service's chief of staff until the Senate confirms a replacement. It says Alvin expects to retire around November 1st, 2 years into his 4-year term. Alvin, an appointee of President Joe Biden, has served since November 2023. And finally, President Donald Trump on Tuesday offered his assurances that U.S. troops would not be sent to Ukraine to defend against Russia, after seeming to leave open the possibility the day before. Trump also said in a morning TV interview that Ukraine's hopes of joining NATO and regaining the Crimean Peninsula are impossible. Details of the security guarantees and Trump's efforts to arrange peace talks continue to evolve after the U.S. president, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and other European leaders held hours of talks at the White House aimed at ending Russia's war against Ukraine. European leaders said they want U.S. support for robust security guarantees, including the deployment of a reassurance force, as Trump pursues his campaign promise to end the grinding war. That's the news at this hour. If you are watching our videos on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.